guys, today's video I want to talk about a Raw that is going to be, well, not Raw, but a wrestling event, a memorable day for all wrestling fans next year, the beginning of next year, January 4th, 2010. And I'm sure a lot of you know just by that date how important that day is for wrestling in general. You have Raw, Monday Night Raw airs live 9 o'clock every week, and but TNA has now announced that they're going to do a 3-hour Impact, very special 3-hour Impact, which will same time as Raw. I don't know if it's going to be, people are saying that Raw is going to, counter back with their own 3-hour special, but that's not confirmed just yet. But it is confirmed that TNA is going to go head to head with WWE. So obviously it's going to be a huge day. Ratings are just going to be straight, like Gemini said. It's going to be just wrestling oriented through the whole, TV networks. It's like TNA's already announced that Hulk Hogan's going to make his debut finally in TNA. He's going to be stepping into the TNA ring, which is, historic just on its own. Just like Hulk Hogan coming to WCW is just like insane, seeing a guy who was made in WWF to come to the opposing company and just make a huge impact there. And it could happen again, so that's obviously something to look forward to. And something else, Sting is planning on being there. They said there's going to be many special guests on that show, Sting being one of them. And so that's what TNA has, that's what they have planned. And this is just like, this is the reason why they hired Hogan and Bischoff. They're known as the two of the smartest wrestling minds in in the industry, in the whole thing. And what better way to make an impact than, like, no pun intended on them, yeah, what better way to make an impact than just have TNA show go straight, just attack the opposing company, while Vince McMahon's been just kind of beating around the bush, acting as TNA doesn't exist this whole time, while TNA, they hire Hulk Hogan and boom, they're just heading straight for WWE. And as Hulk Hogan said, they're going to war, and there's not really much WWE can do about it except counter their own little way, which they can. In my opinion, I think if they do plan on countering back, a 3-hour show would be good. It would be pretty epic. It's 8 to 11 of just amazing stuff. It's TVs are going to be flipping channels back and forth, but what Raw can do, I think, to compete, not that they have to, because, it's kind of risky for TNA to do that, because, their ratings aren't even that good compared to Raw, which aren't even as good themselves, but, you're comparing a 1.0 to a 3.4, 2.5 to 3.4, and it's a big difference, and I think that Hulk Hogan just by himself can bring in ratings, and, if the knockouts are the highest rated segment on Impact, what do you think Hogan's going to be? He's going to be way up there. But Raw I think they could bring in a huge general manager, such as, Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. I know they were talking to The Rock, and he was planning on being general manager pretty soon. So even having The Rock make a huge comeback just for a night only. And just other stuff. Have pay-per-view matches on Raw as the main event, such as, one that I can just think of quick, is like, I don't know, like John Cena versus Shawn Michaels kind of thing. You've seen it before, but that their matches are going to be pay-per-view quality. And just like John Cena and Triple H a couple weeks ago, just before Survivor Series, it was a good match, and you would think it would be on a pay-per-view, but they give it free on Raw. But yeah, that's about all that's really been going on right now. With there's not really too much on the subject, except TNA is planning some big stuff. Raw is just kind of hanging in there. They haven't really came back with anything, but it's in the talks, I heard, but it's not confirmed yet. And yeah, that's about that. And probably a lot of you are wondering where my figures went. It's all empty behind me, and I did take them down, but I did leave a couple of them still on. It's just I decided to change things up. I left the good ones on there, so you got like the 2-packs, just the good ones that I wanted to keep. Those ones there, and pretty much everything's all empty. You got Lesnar's UFC figure. No, it was just that. Everything else is pretty much all gone. I know it looks kind of empty, but I thought it was time for a change. I still have them here as well. Just the autographed ones and the ones that I personally like. And yeah, that's about it. Those. Yeah, I got a lot of messages asking me, where'd all your figures go, and that's my explanation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment on what you think about, or what you think that Raw can do to compete with TNA, or what TNA can do to just blow Raw out of the water on January 4th, 2010. So I'll see you guys next time.